Hey, another perfect example of hard work. Those two they're super talented. They're self-taught and they work their fucking ass off.
Yeah.
Heber and Marsden.
Crushing it.
And they didn't miss a beat when they got fired from CrossFit, and they should have never been fired from CrossFit. And man, those guys it's hard. When I worked with them, they were the hardest working guys in the biz, and they're still the hardest working guys in the biz. And let me tell you, they might make it look fun, but it's fucking work.
I'm with them a lot. Like, I see a lot of during the filming, behind the scenes, all that stuff. And I mean, like, when people see, like,
please don't throw that term around loosely. Behind the scenes. There's only been one behind the scenes. Go on.
Oh, okay. No, someone got a little. You pushed a button there.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But like, when they're at a competition and then the day one summary is posted the next morning at 8 a.m. It's like, when do you think that got made? Like, that's not just like they film it and then upload it. It's like, there's hours. When they go to a 3-day competition, they don't sleep for 3 days. And I was with them in Spain one year. This is probably like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And there was like 8 of us in an Airbnb. It was right after I competed in London. I think there was 8 or 10 of us in one Airbnb. It was like 2 or 3 bedrooms. And we're all hanging out in the living room. And like, slowly, one by one, people are going to bed. And it was like myself, Marston, Heber, we're all still up. And one of them's editing at a time. And like, Marston would have the headphones on, computer on his lap, and would be editing. And then like, you'd start seeing his eyes get droopy, his head start nodding. And then he would just completely go out. Heber would then like wake up, see Marston asleep, take the headphones off his head, put them on his, take the computer, and then he would start editing until he would go pass out. And like, it just went back and forth all night. And it was hilarious because like, they just had one computer going, and as soon as one would pass out, the other one would pick up the computer and start editing until he passed out. But yeah, that's
been
what
there.
they do.
Yep. I used to love those posts. I think it was Heber used to make posts of Marsden asleep, and for some reason, I love it.
Drop of a hat.
I love it when I love posts where people are making fun of people who are asleep. Like, they're driving the car and turning, and the person's going like this, and it's like bobbing back and forth and shit. I love that shit. Go ahead, your turn to give Heber and Marston a handy. Go ahead, Josh. What do you got?
No, I think they're awesome. I worked with them a few times. I think they're great dudes.
You have your own team.
Yeah, they Marston would come over and I put him through some fun workouts. That was really fun.
They're both very like sneaky fit.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't say they're sneaky fit. What are you talking about? They're pretty yoked.
This true.
The whole video.
Heber now, dude. Heber's getting big. Like, Marston's always been the bigger one, and now it's like when you see Heber take his shirt off, you're like, hey, you used to be the skinny guy. What's going on here?
I see. They were on Dan's jock, and they didn't give you much love, Josh, and so that's why you have less to say.
On what?
What?
You think
Heber and Marsden were on
Yeah.
Dan's jock. Mm-hmm. I mean, they swing
Yeah.
from Dan's jock hard, and you didn't get the love.
No, I got the love. They did our road behind the road to the games that year with was when it was me and Brooke Ince. And
I think that was the biggest one in our history, by the way, of CrossFit. Yep,
it's not a big deal. But MVD, no. So no, I have nothing but love for her. Heaves and Mars, like, I don't have any issues with them. I thought they gave me an appropriate amount of love. You know, they weren't Sevan, who was always in my face. I mean, that's why I love you. That's why I love you the most.
If you were abusive to the cameraman, would have been great screen time.
Right.
Always.
Exactly.